There's a hidden Native American city beneath this lake. Lake Lanier, formerly Oscarville, is often associated with the hidden Black American city. But prior to being known as a Negro city, Lake Lanier now stands on what was once a major American city. Archaeologists have discovered mounds throughout the vicinity of the lake. What if I told you that Lake Lanier isn't the only man-made reservoir in which a prior city lies beneath? Lake Lanier is far from the only one. Even the largest reservoir in the United States is hiding Native American cities. But some of the biggest cities that are now underwater are on the East Coast. One of these cities, Drora, was in North Carolina and was discovered by the Spanish in the 1500s. The High Rock Reservoir covers the city, and it's no secret. Many artifacts have been discovered in the area, even relating to the Spanish colonization. This is all deliberately hidden because it affects the lives of many peoples in more ways than one. All these cities were major American Indian Afro-Indigenous hubs. It makes you wonder, what else are they hiding from us? There's a hidden Native American...
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well. Being the great example to the young brothers in the truth, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. And Lord willing, this edifying. And as you seen in the clip on how Esau got all these hidden, got all these cities hidden up under these water reservoirs. So he built man-made lakes on top of cities where Native Americans, on top of man-made lakes on top of Native American cities. You know, and those cities were uninhabited due to Esau going through slaughtering those natives in those towns and cities. You know, Susan B. Bates wrote a little letter about going into Thanksgiving, and she was explaining how Esau had a holiday Thanksgiving came about. How they used to slaughter the natives, go from town to town, slaughter natives, set them on fire, and they'll celebrate Thanksgiving after every slaughtering, you know, until they came up with one day. Instead of doing it every time they slaughtered the natives, they came up with one day where they are celebrated. But they still continued to slaughter the natives, you know. And not only did they do this to so-called Native Americans, Seminole Indians, but they also did it to so-called Negroes, you know, post-slavery, when they would, you know, start forming these little cities and building up, such as Black Wall Street, and there was many others. They built lakes and, you know, hid those cities, you know, destroyed them, hid them underneath lakes and things, man-made lakes and things like that, you know. But these are the curses that we foretold to suffer, and that's how we know we are the Lord's chosen people. We are the people that the Bible speaks of, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. But I ain't gonna rant too long, get into these scriptures. This the book of Nahum, chapter 3 and verse 1. It say, woe to the bloody city. And that bloody city is America. It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not, because this whole land is stolen land. So who did these so-called Americans, these Edomites, we gonna say what they are. They stole the land from the natives, which they ain't native to this land. They stole the land from the Israelites. Gad, Reuben, Issachar, you know, those were the people that was in this land, and you know, the tribes of Israel, being the northern kingdom, they dwelled in North, South, and Central America and in the islands, you know. But going for America, you know, you mainly had Gad, Reuben, Issachar in this land. Issachar was on the west, over there in Texas and stuff like that, you know, California and all that. And then you had Gad, and you know, all up through, South and southeast America, east, north America, Canada, things of that sort. And you had Reuben in the south and southeast, and maybe up in central, or dwelling in the lands of America. And Esau knew that we were the Israelites when he came over here conquering, man. But I'm keep going in the precept. This Nahum 3:1, it say, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not." Who is the prey? You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites. You are the prey that departeth not. The noise of whips and the noise of rattling of wheels and the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses, and they stumble upon their corpses. Verse 4, it say, because of the multitude of whoredom of the well-favored harlot going into America, the mistress, and this place is full of slain carcasses. They underground, decomposed, but nobody never answer for the slaughtering of the Lord's chosen people that was done upon this land, man. Nobody ever answer for that. The millions upon millions of Israelites slaughtered, and Esau, you gotta pay for that, nigga. You think you finna just walk away scot-free? The Lord don't give a damn that he was pissed and he allowed you to do these things, but you still finna be judged for what you did to the Lord's chosen people. It say, because back in verse 4, it say, because of the multitude of the whoredom of the well-favored harlot going into America, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And what being discovered, the information that's being brought out upon the internet is shameful spewing. Shameful spewing is being brought upon these Edomites' glory here in America, because they want slavery, the wickedness that they done, to just go away. They hoping that people just let it go and move on and let bygone be bygone, so to speak. But hell nah, man, we gonna speak on these things, and we gonna continuously condemn you for these things until the Lord come back and redeem us, man, and recompense you devils for what you done, man. Pay you back. That's what we patiently waiting for, because we can't do nothing on our own. We need the Lord. Who are we? We ain't got nothing, to go up against Esau with. This nigga got militaries, all manner of weaponry. There's nothing we can do against this, man. We need a savior. I get this one too. This the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 12. It say, "Woe to the bloody city." That's like it. I'm reading. I'm thinking about that. It say, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city with iniquity." And woe to Esau, because he built America out blood and established this place with pure iniquity. And that's why this place is going to be utterly destroyed and never inhabited again. America is through. And it'll never be. So like it. This book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12, it say, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city with iniquity. Behold, is it not of the Lord of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge and the glory of Yahweh, as the waters covereth the sea. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that he put thy bottle to him, and make him drunken also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness. And that's what Esau done to our people. Esau totally destroyed you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. He gave y'all that drinking and made y'all drunken. Then he go to the Lord and look at your people. Look at what they doing. Can we get the birthright back? It say, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And that's what's getting ready to happen to Esau. That's what's getting ready to happen to America. This place is done, man. This place is through. The Lord getting ready to judge this place. The sins of you Edomites are reaching unto the clouds, and the Lord getting ready to take you devils out, man. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33. It reads, So shall ye not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord Yahweh, dwell amongst the children of Israel. So wherever we've been through all these different captivities, the Lord was always present. Even though the Lord, turned away from us, he gave us over to our own devices, so to speak, and allowed us to be destroyed as a people, put in all these different captivities. The Lord was still there watching, and he pissed at everything that was being done to his people, man. Pissed what the heathen were doing to us, and they gotta pay for that. The Lord is finna fuck you nations, all these nations, every captivity we've been in. They gotta pay for what they did, what they done to us. But Esau, nigga, you did the most, and you gonna get it the worst, and you're gonna be erased from out of the earth as a nation, man. Because America deemed the Bible the law of the land, and they break all the commandments, kill the Lord's chosen people, treat them like shit, they break its commandments on how to deal with your slaves. They break all that, they just fucked up. And then not only are they breaking those commandments, they breaking the commandments, and they doing all manners of evil to the Lord's chosen people, destroying them, causing them to err, causing them to sin, because Esau forced sin. Esau makes sin legal, and righteousness almost make righteousness illegal, but he deemed the Bible the law of the land, and the Lord finna mess Esau. Esau, you getting ready to go into captivity, buddy. I'm gonna get this Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. It say, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands. Yeah, because the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So he has everything, so he can, just do all manners of evil, and get away with it. That's all he do. Hey, he can't sleep unless he deceiving somebody, destroying people, causing people to fall. Verse 2 is the point. It say, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And that's what Esau done to us, man. They've oppressed us in our house and us in our heritage. And we knew we were Israelites. When Esau came over here to the Americas, the people of the land, they knew that they were Israelites. Were they righteous Israelites? Were they not going off? Yeah, they were going off. But all in all, they knew they were Israelites. They were speaking broken Hebrew. And they go for all the tribes from the islands, South America, to Canada, and North America. They knew that they were Israelites. That's why they were finding the Ten Commandments, Deca stones, if I ain't mistaken, that's what they called, with the Ten Commandments written on them, all kind of ancient artifacts with of the indigenous people with Hebrew on them, with the names of the Lord, with the commandments, 10 commandments, before Christianity was brought over here to this land. So how did they know those 10 commandments? You know? Because they were the Lord's chosen people. Going back into, let's get it. I think that's 2nd Exodus 13. In the book of 2nd Exodus 13, it spoke about how the 10 tribes, the 10 lost tribes, came over here to the Americas. This the book of 2nd Exodus chapter 13. Like I was trying to get to where it wasn't written in the old English. I might still get it. How they doing this? This the book of 2nd Exodus chapter 13. I was trying to get it to where they weren't having to use his V's and shit like that. So like it. 2nd Exodus chapter 13 and verse I start at 39 and say, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, and before this it was going into how the nation's gonna rise up and fight against the Lord in World War III. It say, verse 40, it say, those are the 10 tribes going into the northern kingdom, the so-called indigenous people of the Americas. That's those 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land, the land of Israel, in the time of Osea the king, whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and some came, and so came they unto another land. Yep, because the northern kingdom was taken down by the Assyrians. Verse 41, it say, but they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth unto a farther country where never mankind dwelt. Talking about the Americas, North, South, and Central America, and Canada too. I guess Canada represent North America, but yeah, they came over to the Americas. It say that they might keep their statues, which they never kept in their own land. And their own land is speaking of the land of Israel. That's our land. And they entered into the Euphrates by the narrow place of the river, for the Most High then shewed them signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Osiris. And this is talking about America. They traveled from, over there in the Middle East all the way over here to the Americas to keep the law, statutes, and commandments that they didn't keep in their own land. But they came over here and they were being ultra wicked, sacrificing to, you know about the native tribes, the Incas, the Mayans, which the old problem name Esau put on them. But still, they came over here, and I guess somewhat kept the laws, but they were still being wicked. And ultimately, it was prophecy that we were all going to fall, and Esau was going to overtake us and put us into captivity. Now we here today trying to figure out who we are, which we know who we are because the Lord sent the knowledge back in the earth and raised up the prophets. It say, then dwelt they there until the latter times, where we at now. And now when they shall begin to come, the highest shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. Which is going to, the natives, the 10 tribes, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Reuben, Gad, Naphtali, and all the northern tribes. Like I can't think of all of them, but all the northern tribes, Asher, Issachar, all the northern tribes, the ones I ain't called all of the tribes, man. They the northern kingdom, they came to the Americas, and they were conquered by the Spanish, the Portuguese, Portugal, Europeans, the French. Now I want to say the European, French, the British, Britain, Spain, and Portugal came over here and conquered, which were the Edomites. They came and conquered the lands and took our people down through manifest destiny. It was the Lord wanted it to happen because of our wickedness, and we had to fulfill all these prophecies. Go into captivity, where we were all, the northern and the southern kingdom. I'm going to get this Jeremiah 50:33. It say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel, the northern kingdom, what I was just trying to name, all the tribes I was just trying to name, and the children of Judah. And Judah was the three, the southern kingdom, the Judah, Benjamin, and Ephraim. And Judah, Benjamin, and Ephraim, you can say they are the darker nations, with the more Negroid features. As an Edomite, the Edomites to say Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Judah, Benjamin, Levi. That's the southern kingdom, were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast and refused to let them go. And we are still here in our captivity, man. We still here in the land where the land that was stolen from our brothers. And the southern kingdom were brought over here on slave ships. Enslaved, worked on the plant, in the sugarcane fields, tobacco, doing all manners of servile work for these Edomites, getting them richer. While the so-called natives of the land were becoming poorer and poorer. They were broke down, stripped of nothing. All their resources were took from them, man. And Esau profited off all these things. That's why they made the transatlantic slave trade, and it made them very wealthy. You know? But it's a judgment coming for everything that this man have done, man. Let me see it on it. This the book of Genesis 49. See, this was Bible prophecy that it would happen 49 and 19. It say Gad, one to the Native American, so to speak. A troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Because Gad, you know, the so-called indigenous people of America, the Native Americans, they were putting up a good fight against Esau with the guerrilla warfare and things of that nature. Gad and Reuben. But Esau came up with the gun, the Gatling gun, the machine gun. He wasn't using the muskets was slow. You know, he ain't stand a chance with a sword against, you know, the natives, the Gadites and Reubenites, Simeonite, the tribe, so to speak. Some of the tribe, you know, cause part of Simeon, they were warriors too. But Gad and Reuben, they were warriors, man. You know, fuck you up. And Esau didn't stand a chance. It took him a long time to conquer the whole entire America, man. He had the Lord. It was divine intervention for him to, with his sword, to bring us down. The Lord gave him that blessing. His blessing was the sword, and by the sword shall he live. You know, and it was meant for this man to take us down and put us into captivity. We needed this to happen for us to fulfill. We need the prophecies to be fulfilled for us to get to the kingdom of heaven. You know, through much tribulation shall thou inherit the kingdom. So we had to go through the transatlantic slave trade. We had to go through all the things, the siege of the siege 70 AD. We had to go through all those different things, man. You know, to get to where we at now, getting ready to go to through the worst times since ever man had dwelt on the earth. We got to go through all these things to receive the kingdom, man. But at the end of the day, we know that the Lord gonna protect us from these things as long as we believe, you know, and we are part of the elect ultimately. But the elect is gonna believe and gonna have faith that the Lord is gonna deliver us from the times that are at hand. You know, so it's a high time to repent and wake up out of sleep and come back to your nationality, come back to your Lord, come back to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and not Jesus the Christ, man, not God. You know, come back to the Lord in truth and sincerity, because it's finna get real out here, man. And we are the Israelites. No matter what, you know, these people are saying, we are the Israelites. We fit the curses that's written of in the scriptures. We fit the curses of the Bible, man. We fit all the things. We fit the Bible to the T. If you read the Bible, it fit us as a people, hands down. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American. It fit no other people on earth. You know, the lingo is just like how we talk, but not like how we talk in this modern time. But how they, you know. It's slang talk. It ain't like Edomites all dry and dull. No, it's slang in the Bible, man. Proverbs, and I wouldn't say proverb. You know how you say it. Damn, punchlines. It ain't metaphors and shit. You know how Jake talk. Say something, you know, hinting at something, but you'll be saying something else. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's all good. This Proverbs 22 and 28, it say, remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. And Esau, that's all he do when he conquer land. He try to move the ancient landmarks and set up other stuff and make like he was the one, you know, there. And you know, just he a liar, man. And and the Lord allowed him to deceive the earth and do these things. But it's a great judgment coming for what he's done, man. He breaking all these laws, the statutes, and the commandments that the Lord set up in order in the earth. You think this nigga gonna get away with this scot-free? All he do is remove ancient landmarks. Not just of the Israelites, but all the nations, man. If he come through and conquer some shit, he gonna remove the ancient landmarks. He's gonna try to destroy it, hide the fact of who the people that was originally there, and make like he was those people, man. This nigga is the devil, man. He is the wicked, man. And he's totally adverse to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. And the Lord finna take this nigga out, man. Seen lightning fall from heaven, man. This the book of Zechariah chapter 28 and verse 8. It say, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye." So you nations, you might as well get ready, man. Let me stop playing. You better get ready, because the Lord getting ready to come touch you. Because you spoiled this. You touched the apple of his eye. You mass unalive this, man. Mass murder the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, Cristobal Colon, when he came in, Edomite ass over here, he wrote a quote and said he wanted to be known for not putting his sword down, no, not once. So he was just coming, he came slaughtering shit, man. You know? And these you devils got to pay, man. You have to pay. Ain't no getting around it. And we with it. We with it, man. Cause that's the real reparation. Not no goddamn 40 acres in a mule. Because you can reparate. How the hell you gonna reparate so-called Negroes, but not reparate the natives? How the hell you gonna give out land that ain't even yours? Is in the form of reparation, which they not gonna give it out anyway. They gave it out and took it back, man. Somewhat gave it out and took it back. I was just watching a video, a little short clip of Edomite bringing out the information on how they gave out the 40 acres and a mule, and after George Washington, not George Washington, Abraham, whatever the nigga name, I think Lincoln was assassinated, Andrew Jackson, which was a racist devil, which all them devils were racist. Abraham Lincoln was no better than none of them. They all were, I forgot what she called them. But, you know, basically a Klansman. You know, they for their people, they hated niggas. Negro, Latino, and Native American, not just niggas. And they gave out the land for like 2 years, and they took the land back once Lincoln was assassinated. You know. So, hey, man, you devils finna pay, man. You devils finna pay. But that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, this will edify. I want to end giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahaha Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and the great example to his young brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful. Shalom. Kwame Yashal in the Bible. Shalom.